Hey, Frank Daley, thanks for writing in. So you have researched a book about dating, I think, or something it looks like. If they do as I ask and get to know themselves, they will never date an inappropriate person again. Self-knowledge is a key to life, so stop searching for a soulmate stupid and what to do instead. And so this whole soulmate thing. Okay, so I mean, I don't want to read into your stuff too much, just because I don't know. I just don't want to get caught up in the um, like the cutesiness of it, right? The cutesy catchphrases and stuff. But I sort of got the gist that there's like the you know yourself. That way you get a soulmate that way you get something that's worthwhile, right? It's not just your typical kind of dating book, but we have to see if people are looking for that on Amazon. So we try Soulmate just out of curiosity. We're getting some fiction. Um, so get your ideal partner. Only 4 reviews. So we'll open up that one in a new tab if it will let me. Oops, I think we went back. Okay, so open that in a new tab. Again, not a lot there. Here we go, law of attraction. And a few reviews, but low ratings. The soulmate experience. Okay, so I mean it's more of like a relationship kind of book, right? Like how to sort of like the dating part and the relationship part. And um all right, so let's sort of just see what, because I don't know this space very well, so I'm just kind of curious what's in here. So what's love? 7 qualities, getting your ideal partner, sort your life out. So I think there's something to that. First of all, right? So I mean, let me look at your thing again. So we're saying that. So the course is how to stop late dating losers and find a good man. So women who are thinking about lacking a life partner and okay, so like the book. So I mean, the book I would sort of just walk them through the steps that your 6-week course is going to take, and that's what I'm seeing here is like how what do I sort of narrow it down to, right? So it's like what are the qualities that I'm looking for. So let me kind of start with that, right? Like relationship, dating, and soulmate book. Because you want to say like how do I get to know myself, since you mentioned that was the thing, right? What are the categories I should break down? Um, can I take a test or get some sort of score in different areas to get to know myself? And then, like, is there a personality test? So what's that? So then we say, like, based on what kind of person I am, uh, what what should I look for in a partner? And I mean, what would be great, just like that ideal scenario, is if you could sort of narrow it down like 4 types of people, uh, and like if you're an A, go for a C person. If you're a D, go for a B person. Just like if you can have someone narrow down like what they're looking for, then how do you find something complementary, if that makes sense? And so how about and I know you mentioned like the love imposters, and you mentioned the internet ideas. So I mean, because the thing is about like all these, like these are sort of talking points, origin of the term soulmate, but I don't think we want to spend a whole chapter on that, right? I think that how should how a should soulmate search put you into fantasy land. See, these are all sort of like ideas, but not actually chapters. But I do like what do I need to know about internet dating? Okay, and I think you mentioned something love imposters, right? what are love imposters such as lust, and then like what are the red flags to watch out for to see if someone is wasting my time or if you're not a good fit or whatever. Okay, so let's look back at, so that's table of contents. Ooh, book one. So there's this soulmate secrets thing, and we have, I mean, let me look at this person's other books because I'm sort of curious now. So they only have the one series out, and I guess this Patricia Burset person, I guess she plans on making some more soulmate secrets. So maybe like this one is getting your ideal partner, and the next one could be keeping your ideal partner or something. That's just something to sort of put in your head there. And we're gonna see, well, this is selling well, it's free, but it's selling really well for a free book also. And short and sweet, people like that. Someone went through a divorce and figuring out your big three, pursue quality over quantity. Let me look up this other book on the soulmates. So I think that yeah, I'm seeing enough of the soulmate stuff where you should put it like work it in the title and stuff like that. And let me see what Jess Stern has to say on her table of contents. So hers is more of like a story, I guess. Oh yeah, I don't know. I think this might even be fiction. It says a how-to, but it's not selling too well, and so lessons, metaphysical book, reincarnation. Oh geez. Okay, let's move on. Soulmate secret. So we have some more cutesy stuff. Afterward by Jack Canfield. Let's see what the reviews have to say. Not too many bad reviews. And luck. So maybe there's like the luck, there's the like the patience, right? And so um like how do I improve my like how do I improve myself, right? As opposed to just knowing their self and like dealing with impatience, thoughts on luck, etc. Like, I mean, basically, if you're a divorced person looking for your soulmate, get a hobby, right? Stuff like that. And so like, what are some like exercises I can do, or how do I uncover and remove my? Maybe that's sort of what I was going for. It's like, um, how do I identify and remove my own baggage? And then what are some daily or weekly repeat activities I can I can perform to make sure I'm always I am my best self, right? So things like mental exercises, doing a good deed, going to the gym, stuff like that. And so is there like a law of attraction part of it? Not sure. And transforming your story. So maybe there's like once I found my soulmate, how do I not screw it up, right? So once I found my soulmate, how do I make sure I don't screw it up? And I think you alluded to that a little bit in your thing about like don't use the term soulmate too soon and stuff like that. And so let's see what we have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8. So we just need 2 more ideas. So a couples book. And so again, like they like how accessible it is, right? They like that it doesn't have a lot of jargon. And like relationship issues, that's sort of what I was going for, right? Common relationship issues. And soulmate experience. So we have your potential, reduce back. So there's like I like this. There's the mind part, there's the body part, and then there's go out and do some stuff. And um, okay, and then there's all the techniques, right? So I like that. There's the mind component and there's the body component. And so how do I improve my inner game mind? I mean, how do I improve my mental health and inner game? How do I improve my physical health and outer game? And let's get that. If it'll let us move it in there. Okay, and one other thing. And let me see what. And again, so then there's the soulmate. So I'm assuming so there's the soulmate experience and the soulmate lover. So we're seeing that a lot of people have their sequels in these books. Another thing about baggage, again, tools and techniques, treat your partner like a guest in life, and transform jealousy into loving feelings. Baggage again. So let me see how much. So, okay, so we have I mean, let's just have a whole chapter. Well, now, I mean, we'll keep that combined. But the baggage seems to be what everyone really enjoyed the most in some of these books. And like the happiness part of it, like I can't depend on someone else to make me happy, right? Uh, like being happy and fulfilled. Okay. And all right, so if I can find my mind map. So we need one more. And so there's, oh, again with the freaking baggage. All right, so this love languages I was curious about. Affirmation, gift, service, physical touch. All right. So maybe like there's like I know you mentioned that you're going to target it for women. So you know what is kind of interesting? I don't really know exactly how to plan this out, but like if the book's for women, maybe have like a chapter on what women need to know and then sort of like the point of view from the man's perspective or something, right? What do women need to know about finding a soulmate and about what men are thinking, right? And maybe at various ages, right? Like if you're divorced, it's different than if you're in college or stuff like that. Okay, so we have our 10 chapters, phrases, questions. That way they're really easy to answer. We need to combine 3 into some other ones. And so we're going to say love imposters and red flags. What are some other red flags? All right, that's one of them taken account of. And what should I look for? I think the internet dating is interesting. The baggage is interesting. And I think the not screwing it up is interesting. Mental, we'll just combine all this. Physical health and inner game. All right, that's 2. Now, one more bit of the fat to trim. So what should I look for in a part? See, I like all of these. So, exercises. How about this? What exercises should or like what daily tasks should I perform, right? And I think that there's something definitely interesting about, and I'll just make a note here about like have a task list at the end of each chapter, right? So if you're telling people about internet dating, tell them to go to these sites and sign up and to list out these bullet points for their profile. If you tell them about what women need to know, then maybe have a quiz there just to make sure that they understood it. So that's sort of interesting, right? Like if there was like a quiz at the end of this one, if there was a way to rate themselves at the end of this one, I think that that's sort of interesting, and it wouldn't be a lot of work for you. You would just kind of go back at what you taught in that chapter and give someone a cool little form to fill out. So we have 7 chapters. We need to make sure that it's in an order that we like. So I think that not screwing it up is important. I think that the love imposters should go later for sure. Internet dating, I think maybe put that there. And get to know my. So how about we put the women stuff first, and adjust this depending on if it's the women book or the men book, like you mentioned. So, what do they need to know? Get to know myself. Now that tells me what to look for in a partner, then improving myself, and then doing more of that every day, then get an internet dating account, then the love imposters, and then make sure that you don't screw it up. So I'm happy with the order in that. I'm happy with all the stuff that we fit in there. And then all that you have to do left on your own is to break these down to why, what, how to, and what if. So each of these 7, just have these 4 subsections and then flesh these out and then speak each of these out for 2 minutes each. That gives you 8 minutes per chapter. That gives you 56 minutes for the whole book. And so let me show you this. So why is it important that I find the right partner, right? What types of partners are available to me? And then how do I choose the correct partner based on my skills and attributes? And then we transition into the mental health. So now that I know what I want in a partner, what should I do to to better myself? Okay, so you would just flesh those 4 things out for the remaining 6 chapters and then speak it out. And I think that you do that, you speak this out for an hour. I think that's a great start. And that's something that you can put online on Amazon and then maybe go back and add those exercises in each thing. And, if you want to drop in some cool facts, like find an interesting fact about internet dating, like how many people are using it, how it's not a stigma anymore. Find an interesting fact about mental health, like such and such study showed that if people who did this thing 5 minutes a day, this mental exercise, were happier and got more done, or found love faster, or things like that. But I like that there are a lot of other people who are teaching the soulmate stuff, and we saw that some people sort of went into the law of attraction stuff, and but I think that what we saw was that people like the exercises, people like the steps, even if they're small baby steps. So there you go. That's the relationship and soulmate book. So what do women need to know about themselves and about men? How do I do the self-assessment? Based on that, how do I know what my match is? Based on that, now how do I do with my baggage as people? And we'll take the daily tasks. That's the next thing. How do I do with my baggage? What should I be doing every day to sort of keep that muscle strong? Internet dating, love imposters, once they've internet dated a little bit and then they've found their soulmate, make sure they don't screw it up. And then guess what? You make the next book and then edit this one so that way someone gets the soulmate book about how to find their soulmate. Then the next book would be on how to take that to the next level and stuff like that. So there you go, Mr. Frank, and that's the relationship book outlined. I hope that helps, and I hope to see you inside our makeaproduct.com course. This is Robert Plank, and thanks for watching.